Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Makeup by Sasha. So in today's video, I just wanted to share some news with you guys. So obviously I haven't been on YouTube for months. I would say at least 5 months I haven't recorded a video. And the reason being, I have been struggling a lot. And I'll tell you guys why. So some of you might know, if you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know the reason why. But I have some news to share with you guys. So I am 5 months pregnant. I'm halfway through the second trimester. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys what I've experienced during this pregnancy, and just to get some encouragement, really, to be honest, because even talking to you guys feels good. Let's get straight into this video. So I had been, so I've got this app on my phone called the period tracker. So that's kind of how like I track my my periods. And if I'd never really like believed in taking contraception, because I just feel like it just does the most to your body, and I just don't, yeah, it wasn't for me. So what we used to do, we just used to do natural family planning, which is where you avoid your ovulation dates and whatnot. So this is what we used to do, and one time we didn't do that, clearly. And I remember at the time I was taking raspberry leaf tablets, because at the time I had like issues with my gut and stuff, but I also know that that helps you get pregnant as well. But I just thought it would be fine, you know. Anyway, so one particular time, and I know exactly when as well, one particular time I didn't keep track, basically, that particular time of like when I was ovulating and whatnot. And weeks went by, so about a week and a half went by, and obviously that was over the time when I should have really been having my period. And I remember speaking to my boyfriend about it, and he was just like, "You sure you shouldn't take a test?" I was like, "No, it's fine." Like, there was not one part of me that thought that that would be it. So I was just like, "No, it's fine. Like, this happened before. Like, I've been overdue before. It's not a problem." I've been overdue by like 2 weeks before, so I didn't think a week and a half was nothing to worry about. But I thought, you know what, I was at the cafe like local to my house. I just said, you know what, let me just go and get a test. So I got a test. I took the test. I was literally just getting ready. I left it on the side for it to process and do its thing. I was getting ready, bang, I looked at the test and it had a positive. I was like, I literally jumped up. I was like, ah! I jumped up like in joy, and I just couldn't stop smiling. It was such a joyous reaction. Like, I was not in the slightest bit scared, nervous, like disappointed. It was all like gravy. It was all full of like excitement. So what I did was I sent my boyfriend the picture on his WhatsApp, and I was like, "Check your WhatsApp." And he was like, okay. He's like, ah! He did. He was like, "Ah, you're pregnant." I was just like, yeah. And yeah, that was how we found out. So after that, I wouldn't say I started getting sick probably 6 weeks in. I started getting sick. Before that, I was absolutely fine, but I started feeling sick 6 weeks in. And once I started feeling sick, I was just like, this is horrible. Like, I just thought, I remember thinking like, I can't do this again. This is not, yeah, I can't do this again. This is long. Like, I don't want to do this a second time. Is this what people go through? And I remember thinking, this is gonna be, I hope this ends like soon, because I can't deal with this. And also, as you guys know, I'm a makeup artist, I do freelance. So it was just really tough, because at that point I was taking appointments still, but I didn't have any motivation. Anytime I could get, I was in bed. Because obviously, what do you do when you feel sick? You lie down. So that's all I was actually doing. I couldn't really do anything else. Yeah, I was really knackered as well. That's another thing. It was like extreme exhaustion, to the point of like, it's every limb in your body. I can't even describe it, yeah. Every limb in your body feels like it needs to relax. Like, you cannot it's just extreme, the exhaustion. Say if I'm driving to a client, I'd be like, my eyes would be like getting so heavy batting. I'd be like, do you know what? This is not cool. Like, this is dangerous. But I won't lie, I still went to clients, I still took appointments. No one knew at this point. I wasn't posting on Instagram, I wasn't creating any content, any videos. I just couldn't, I literally couldn't. Even down to replying to messages was like really hard for me to do. And if I ever needed an assistant, it would have been then and even now. But yeah, it was really tough for me, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people got angry because they couldn't understand like why I wasn't replying. But the truth of the matter is my phone literally just used to be off or on silent because it was a really tough time in the beginning, especially. So let's talk about the first trimester. Now, I kid you not, I expected pregnancy to be the most glorious, beautiful thing ever. Like, that is actually what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like such a happy time, such a fun time, such a, you know, beautiful time. But if I'm honest with you guys, I'm just going to keep it 100% real. I have struggled in so many different ways, and I'm not even going to lie, I felt very isolated. Even though I wasn't technically alone, I felt isolated. It's weird. It's like my emotions, my hormones were going wild, and they still are, to be honest, going wild. And I had a lot of down moments, and it's not for any particular reason. It's not like I wasn't happy about it, or it wasn't like I regretted anything. I was completely excited about the news and everything. But I don't know, I was just really down for like a while. And sometimes those feelings do come back. You do kind of like, you can just feel like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. 1 minute like you're crying, next minute you're okay, next minute you're bawling again at the smallest things. So yeah, that was for me emotionally, it was really tough, especially because I felt so sick. When I tell you, I had cramps, so it was almost like I was on my period. I had nausea like all day, like literally. If I didn't wake up and eat immediately, it would just go from like 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9. It just goes up from there. It's almost like it starts at a 5 and it gets to a 10. So it's like you have to make sure like you're eating on time. So literally every 2.5 hours, I would have to put something in my mouth. Literally every 2.5 hours without fail. Like that is like the maximum basically. It's actually crazy because some people cannot eat. Like they're always vomiting. But the joke is I didn't actually vomit. I didn't vomit. I just felt like I was going to constantly. So I wasn't sure whether I was gonna vomit or not because I kept, like my mouth kept watering and filling up with saliva. You know, like when you're about to vomit, but I just didn't ever vomit. So, which I feel like is a little bit worse because it's like, at least when you're vomiting, you can get a relief when you've done it. This was just like ongoing. So that was annoying. From the minute I woke up to the minute I went to sleep. Also toilet. So let's just talk about like how often you go toilet. And I remember when I wasn't pregnant, and I'd go toilet often, I remember people would make that joke, oh, are you sure you're not pregnant? And I used to think, what are you talking about? But now I get it. Like, out of breath. Going to the toilet every minute. I'm talking about throughout the night. Like, I was always going toilet. But it's nothing compared to the second trimester. But anyway, we'll get into that. So toilet, always needing to go toilet. It will literally wake me up to go. Your mouth fills up with saliva. It's like all the time. Whether or not you need food or not, your mouth will be full of saliva. So that's kind of annoying. You're noticing like your boobs will change and your breasts get like bigger and stuff like that. So that's what I noticed. The first trimester was definitely a struggle. You're basically trying to survive and cope through that first trimester because it's the most scariest and most important, well, I can't say most important, but it's important that you stay stress-free and all of that. So I was just trying to get through that stage and trying not to make myself hungry, because the minute I got hungry or starving, I would feel so sick to the point of, once I'm feeling that type of sick, that to that level, I wasn't able to eat after that. So I couldn't miss that window. And when I did, I was like, oh, I need to eat that. Like I could, yeah, it was manic. It was proper bad. It was proper bad. And I feel bad for like my boyfriend at the time, because he didn't know what to do. Like he wanted to comfort me, but at the same time, he didn't know what to do, because I couldn't he could be there, but that was all. Like nothing could help. I tried everything, all the recommendations on YouTube, everything, all the recommendations from people and mothers and whatnot. Ginger didn't help me, crackers did not help me, water, I couldn't stand water. Water made me feel so sick. Everything I used to eat, all the healthy foods I used to eat, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't eat any greens. All I wanted to eat is like carby food, literally. So sandwiches was like my go-to. That was my craving, sandwiches. I liked things that were fresh. Like I didn't mind salady stuff. Salads were fine. I didn't mind that. But yeah, I just needed, I liked, do you know what, ginger ale, I did like enjoy that, but it didn't make me feel better. But I enjoyed ginger ale at the time. I would have fruits upon fruits, like literally plates of fruits, and that was keeping me going, because there's times when I just couldn't eat a proper meal. So fruits were my go-to as well. Even down to like the pregnancy pills, that wasn't helping me, and apparently that's meant to like slow down your sickness or whatever. That didn't help me. Nothing helped me. I even bought like a seasickness band, like a nausea band. That didn't help me. Nothing helped, guys. Nothing helped, like legit. The only thing that helped is when I was asleep. Yeah, nothing helped. But yeah, so the first trimester was tough. Got through that. I remember going to the first scan and I literally teared up, and I didn't expect to tear up, but I was so amazed that there's actually something inside me. There's actually something inside me. It feels bizarre, like legit. But yeah, and the baby was like kicking away, literally doing somersaults, like whoop, 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 whoop. I was like, this is the reason I feel sick. That's the reason I feel sick, because he's, or she, is doing literally somersaults in my stomach right now. So yeah, yeah. But the scan was the most precious memory, the first one like I've got of this whole entire process. When I went to the first scan after 3 months, I feel like that gave me the push that I needed to like just stay in there, like stay strong. I remember certain people would say to me, you're only pregnant. I'm like, do you know what? You couldn't have a clue what I'm going through right now. Whether you or not you've had a baby, everyone's experience is different. You'll find people be like, yeah, that didn't happen to me. I'll just do that, just do that. Nah, your experience is gonna be different from anyone else's. And that's what I've come to know. So it doesn't matter what you say, I still felt very, very alone and very isolated. Like no one really got how I was feeling. Because even if it wasn't a physical, like as in feeling sick, emotionally, I was just really down, and I just felt really bad. I was just really down, to be honest. And I think it dawned on me how mothers can feel depressed, especially like during pregnancy or after pregnancy, especially first time mums and stuff like that. And I just thought, wow, this stuff is real, you know. Trust me, this stuff is real. And even filming this video, every other day I'd be like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do my admin, I need to film a video, and I just couldn't do it. I literally could not do it. I couldn't do it. And the fact that I couldn't share the news as well, because they always tell you, oh no, don't share it until after 3 months. So I couldn't share the news, so I felt like I wasn't being understood by my clients. A lot of people they were like cussing me out basically, not really, but they were just like, oh, you're not responding to me, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't cope. Like it was a lot. So yeah, that's the first trimester. Second trimester, things didn't really feel better to me. I still felt sick. And it was still at the same level. Obviously, I'm halfway through the second trimester. I really thought like I was having my hopes up, because a lot of people say, yeah, like don't worry, after the first trimester, you start feeling better, you start having energy. No, I still feel sick. It's not as bad, but I still feel sick. I still feel very tired. I feel like in the second trimester, I had a lot of backache. My feet started getting swollen. When I tell you, I could hardly put on shoes right now. Like literally, I could sit down and in the next 20 minutes, my feet will be a whole size up, like legit, whole size up. So now I'm literally just rocking flip-flops. I don't care. I don't even if it's raining, I'll be having sliders. So that's really all I can do. So yeah, definitely feet were swelling a lot. I noticed that my nose is getting a little bit bigger. I don't know if you guys can see, I have contoured the hell out of it. My face is getting rounder. I'm definitely putting on weight. Like I've got a lot more back fat. Obviously my boobs are huge. Another thing that started to happen is your areola gets, when I tell you massive, I mean massive. I'm talking about this. Literally like that, and all of this area is very, very dark, like pigmented. Also underneath there's a lot of black spots, so that's new. That's come out of nowhere. I have a lot of like small dimples under my boobs. Like it's almost like I don't know if you guys see that. It's almost like this, but very, very tiny. So I've got that all underneath my boobs. A lot of this area is dark. Even my chest area is darker than my face, but yet my stomach is quite light, which is weird. Obviously you get that sort of pregnancy line up the center of your stomach. I'm trying to think what other changes. I haven't really seen any stretch marks, and I'm hoping it stays like that, because I have literally been oiling up my stomach. I've been using Palmer's stretch mark oil, so I've been using that every time I shower. Every time I feel itchy, I've just not been itching it one piece, because that definitely helps the stretch marks to form. So I haven't been really itching my body like that. Definitely I've started to feel a lot of like pelvic pain in my second trimester. Like say for example, if I'm sleeping, if I try and get up, if I'm lying down or sitting and I get up, I'll feel a lot of pain in my like private area, like the bones. It's almost like the bones are moving. Oh my god, yeah. Also another thing you experience is like nasal congestion. Like sometimes it's so bad at night time, I have to literally put Vicks underneath my nose just so I can breathe properly. Like it's literally like you've got a cold. It's really weird actually. But you do get a lot of congestion. You do get out of breath a lot. It's like literally, you could just, even if I'm having a heated discussion, yeah, I'll just be like, wait. You get out of breath, basically. You get out of breath. So yeah, that's an everyday thing. For the last 5 months, it's been tough because I still feel the sickness. The sickness hasn't subsided. It's gotten a bit better. It's definitely lighter. It's not at its peak, but yeah, it wasn't all roses. So I'll show you guys my bump. So this is my bump at the moment. This is 5 months, guys. 5.5 months, I'd say. So what's that, 22 weeks? This is my bump. Apparently everything's going fine with the baby. But yeah, I do feel very, very round at the moment. And it's really hard like finding things to wear. But yeah, I do want to do a maternity haul and get some cute outfits before I get too massive. But yes, that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It actually feels really nice to get back on YouTube, really. It's been ages and I've missed you guys so much, and I just feel like since my last video, my last hair transplant video, I haven't been active at all, and now you know why. We're both really happy about the news, and literally all of you, especially the ones on Instagram, I don't know if you guys are following me, but all of you've been like really supportive, like very, very supportive, and you've just shown like a lot of love, and I literally can't thank you guys enough. I'm really happy to share this journey with you because it is new for me and it is very scary. It is a scary and a nerve-wracking time at the moment, because no matter what, like, it's happening, like it's actually happening. And as well as I'm excited, I'm nervous, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a whole mum. I'm gonna have a whole child of my own, and it just feels bizarre. It feels bizarre to me. So yeah, that's it. That is the end of this video, guys. Before I start getting emotional, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, but thank you guys for tuning in and just bearing with me. Like, I really appreciate that. And hi to all the new subscribers, I see you guys. I'm gonna be bringing you guys on my journey now that I've plucked up the courage to tell you guys what's really been going on. I'm gonna be keeping you guys informed. I'm gonna be giving you a lot more content. Just stay tuned, and just, yeah, like, continue to comment and continue to support your girl as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.